Got a question for everybody else in the room here before I make the next one. How many people swim or let their kids swim down at Pebble Beach, or know of other people and other people's children who actually swim down at Pebble Beach nowadays?
Everybody.
I won't swim there. Mayor Dumas can attest to this because Dr. Newberry made comment about the foam and the smell that used to be out in Lake Superior. Mayor Dumas and I grew up on the same street on House Street, and we never swam in the river. Like I said earlier, we never thought this could happen, but we were always told to stop in the water, it never hurt us. It would just make us take real bad. We found out different. Many days in the summertime, we'd go down to Pebble Beach. We couldn't go near it because you couldn't see any water for as far as the eye could see. All you would see is foam. Brown, white, yellow, all different colors of foam, and it stunk. And this is the stuff Dr. Newberry is talking about. So I do have concerns about the Pebble Beach area with regards to what's actually in that water. We let our children swim down there nowadays. Well, some people let their children swim because they don't know the history of what actually Pebble Beach is. How many people see that big cement structure that's down right at the bottom of the hill at Pebble Beach? How many people actually know what it is?
I think the whole farm knows what it is.
Yeah, that used to sit right out in Lake Superior. That tells you how far Lake Superior dropped down, and that's where the sewage was discharged from the town of Marathon before we got proper treatment plants right into Lake Superior. So I don't swim down in that lake. Now, with regards to the mercury, this is a big question I got, and before I get to that question, the comment was made that Pick River had issues with regards to the dredging, and we do. First Nations people have a very traditional and spiritual connection to the land. And the point was made, we can't just take land that's already being destroyed by pollution, take that pollution out of the land and go destroy somebody else's land. It doesn't make it right. If it comes out, it has to be disposed of in such a way that it's not going to present a hazard to any other land, any other water, any other community. You also, when you dredge, you're going to put stuff back into suspension. And the comment was made about the big storm that came last week. When I was in youth, every year we had big storms like that. We'd have 20, 30-foot waves crashing against the bottom of the hill at Pebble Beach. You'd actually sit down, adults watch them, and lean over the edge of the hill like that because the wind was so strong and the gust was straight and what would blow over. But when they came back, they were on a constant angle like that. It just used to blow me away watching adults do that. And that was quite off down there. So if you go out and dredge that stuff and suspend it, and you get one of these big storms, how much notice do we have this was coming? 2, 3 days? All that stuff is suspended, those waves come in 20, 30 feet. I used to work at the warehouse in the mill which overlooked the harbor. And there was one day where we had big washouts, I'm not sure if it was up the Pick River or out the White River. And I sat in a matter of about 2 hours, I watched this brown mass of muddy water come into the harbor, go all the way around, and come back out, and all the way Skin Island, around by the mill, and back out into Lake Superior again. So there is a strong current there, so I do have big concerns on that one. But my question with regards to the mercury, because there is still mercury active in the ground around the mill site. I know that because when I worked there, we wanted to move our warehouse closer to the mill to be more accessible to the tradespeople who needed the materials. We couldn't move our warehouse because where we were going to go was, as you refer, Dr. Newberry called it the chlor-alkali plant, we called it the chemical plant. Because all the ground under there was so highly contaminated with mercury that it was still seeping up through the cracks, and I guarantee to this day, it is still under there and still seeping up through the cracks. So what is going to be done to mitigate that, to get rid of that contamination? Because, yeah, we can go and cap that lake today in the harbor. But all this stuff in under it is eventually going to work its way down under through the groundwater back with the lake, so what was the point of it all? We also got the mercury dumps up at the top of the hill. Are they going to stay there, or are they eventually going to be taken away and put someplace else where they're going to be permanently safe and not do any damage to the environment?